This just in. A grieving man turns his dead wife into a sex doll. Hi, and welcome to this week's Here's Your Apology. You know who I am. I'm Nate. Levi, say something so they know you're okay.
Yes. Present.
He's here.
Present.
He's here, and you know the deal. You know what I was thinking?
What? No, actually, no, I don't know what you were thinking. So what?
I was thinking that we don't fear death anymore.
Speak for yourself.
No, I'm talking about as like a society. Like, I don't think people respect death or talk about death enough.
I feel like that's probably by design, you know?
Young people
don't like, it's not marketable, you know?
Yes, it is.
It's not.
The ID channel, man. The entire ID.
What,
have you ever
Discovery ID?
Yeah.
What about it?
It's all murder.
Yeah, but that's different.
It's all death.
That's different. That's like,
we need to talk about it more.
That's
the
like,
young people need to talk about it more.
That's past death. Like future death, that involves us. So
that's what I'm saying.
I don't want to talk about it because I'm part of future death.
Yeah.
I could talk about past death.
No.
Easy.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
If we didn't talk about death,
that's what I'm saying. It's
like
not
we
marketable.
did when we were kids, oh my gosh. You wouldn't have anyone with blue hair.
Yeah, but that's just because everyone thought that they were going to hell. That's when we used
They probably are.
When we used to talk about death, it was just like, by the way, you're probably going to hell, so you might want to do something about that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So like we tucked that message away because it kept us all on track.
It only worked, you know. I'm going to say it kind of got us here a little bit.
You know?
Like, how did we end up here? By telling everybody they're going to go to hell.
You're going to burn in hell.
Yeah. Oh, you want a tattoo? You know who else wants tattoos?
The devil.
People who are going to hell.
Yeah.
So, you know, you want to dye your hair blue?
Burn in hell.
Hey, it's not in the Bible, but I wouldn't risk it.
I wonder how good this is for the algorithm. The first like 30 seconds, we're just screaming "burn in hell" and dead wife and.
But that was the message that was being pushed.
Yeah,
was a lot of you're gonna burn in hell, so like do something about it. And I feel like most people got eventually turned off by that, so they're like, I don't want to go to church and constantly be like leave there thinking like, well, I shouldn't have done that last week because now I might go to hell, you know? Like that.
There's a good chance I'm going to hell.
And now people stop going to church, you know? And that's probably part of the reason.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know people who left because that kind of verbiage.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Again, it's not marketable. That's why people don't talk about it. Even churches got away from talking about it because people left. It's not marketable.
I know, but here's the thing: when you were young, not like talking about.
No, we should still keep telling children they're going to hell. I'm just saying, at a certain age, like the adult services, let's start talking about
something fun,
something. Yeah, exactly. Like, something else to keep us around.
Yeah. Preach about sex once a year. You know, I mean, like fucking
show some clips from The Office.
Yeah,
you know,
tell a witty joke at the
relate it to a Bible verse.
Yeah.
And tell me I should, be sorry if I did something bad.
Yeah. But do that at the very end.
Yeah.
At the very, very end.
Right. With the offer.
I want a good sermon first. Like a happy one. I'm with you that we should all tell children they're going to burn in hell.
It's like Santa,
I'm with you 100%.
It's good
but
up to a point.
What about the, and it is good up to a point, but what about the people who join the church after that message? You can't let them get, like, you can't get raised.
I feel like it's
on a decade of burn in hell.
It's out there though. Like, nobody's joining Christianity and doesn't know about hell or the devil, you know? Mm-hmm. If you know about God, you know about the other side of it, I feel like.
What if you didn't? What if you were like, huh, and then someone tells you about the devil and you're like,
wait. Everybody doesn't get to go to heaven?
Wait, hold on. The devil?
There's an alternate place we can go?
There's a bad guy.
Yeah.
There's a bad guy still? Yeah, we're all going to die.
Yeah.
And I think that's a message that young people need to hear. Honestly, is you're going to die. You're going to die.
All right, well, let's get into this. Let's get into these weird freaking stories that are happening around the world. And first we start with a man who buys a $3,000 life-size silicone replica of his deceased wife.
Wow.
An Indian pensioner who lost his wife of 39 years spent $3,000 on a life-size replica doll made in her image while grieving in the months following the Indian...
I dare you.
While grieving in the months of following her death, Tapas, his name is Tapas, apparently, returned to the same temple where his wife had made the comment and was inspired to follow through. She had told me of her desire for a similar statue of her if she happened to pass away before me. I just wanted to fulfill her wishes. So she wanted a statue to be made of her.
It's just like a
if
woman.
She died. This place is so beautiful. If I die, would you make a statue of me?
Yeah.
And he's like, of course.
Sure. And then she dies.
And then he did it. I'm a man of my words.
But it's also like, it's just like a woman to give a man a chore on her deathbed.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
like she's dying and he's like, you need to change the light ballasts.
How to get a statue made in my image.
Yeah.
Go through whatever technical, like, I know you don't know how to carve statues. I know you're going to have to, spend a lot of money on this. I mean, $3,000 is cheaper than I expected. $3,000 for this? This is a highly detailed statue, too.
One you can really mess up, and then one for company.
Now the statue sits in her favorite spot, arms folded with a serene expression on her face. It is dressed in a silk sari that she wore to her son's wedding reception. This is the most lifelike statue. Like,
it's like,
if you're going to do it in like a bronze or something, or a stone. Like, it looks like a human being. Like, if
eyes wide open.
If I saw this picture, I wouldn't know that was a statue.
No. If I walked by and
yeah, like, you're just at her house,
motionless, and he's like, "Oh, that's my wife," because he's not going to be like, "That's a statue of my deceased wife." He's going to go, "Oh, that's my wife over there."
That's and then
that's her favorite spot.
He's gonna say
where she sits.
She passed, and then you're gonna like double take.
You go, "What the fuck?"
Wait,
and then he's gonna go clink. You're gonna hear a door lock behind.
yeah. He's framing it as her last wishes, almost like we went to this place and she just said, "If I die, make a statue of me." That, like it was her last wishes. I want to be turned into a statue,
but don't touch my boobs.
Yeah. He's filling up this statue.
Yeah,
and this is the real reason. This is the real reason he made it. 39 years. He's like, 39 years. This is I saw this TikTok. Let me pull it up.
It has this pose and 3 others that he won't show anyone else.
Yeah. Have you seen this TikTok? It says, it's a question that they put out. It says, you can have sex with one real person from all of human history. Who's your ultimate lay? And this person said, I'd like to have sex one more time with my wife who passed away from cancer 9 years ago. My body yearns for hers. The ultimate downside to finding the one is she may die young and leave you wanting. And then the comment below it says, I also choose this guy's dead wife. So
solid.
That's what the real reason he made this statues for. His body yearns for hers. And so he's like, at least I can cuddle up. And like silicone's at least a little more comfortable than like metal.
And $3,000 isn't that much.
$3,000 for something that's this lifelike is
you
not
financed
that
it?
much. Yeah. But that also
you have to pay interest.
That brings me to another story that is in the same vein.
Mm-hmm.
Recent. a man who basically showed his girlfriend his relationship with a plastic doll. So it says girlfriend erupts in anger finding out about her boyfriend's intimate relationship with a plastic doll, and he has one of these love dolls.
Yeah. It's for love and relationship.
Yeah.
Just
it's
happens to have
it's a set.
giant tits.
Yeah.
Giant jiggly boobies.
After the COVID lockdowns, the carpenter was feeling isolated and his mental health had taken a dive, so he turned to the internet and discovered the world of sex dolls. He paid $3,000. So there seems to be a standard price for these dolls. $3,000 for his own life-size physical synthetic companion, which he named Karina Lovely, which I feel like if you name it, it's even more
beautiful,
messed up. It's even more creepy, you know? It's like, okay, I could get it. You're having sex with a sex doll.
Yeah.
But you gave it a name. But when he broke the news to his real-life partner a month after purchasing, she did not share in his newfound happiness. We argued about it, and she didn't understand it. The first thing that she was feeling is threatened.
Bitches.
And wondering why. She felt threatened. She didn't feel threatened by the dolls. She felt threatened that she was
gonna be
dating
murdered.
a creep.
She felt threatened because I had a knife in my hand and a distant stare.
And I said, I want you to meet Karina Lovely.
I said, sit down.
Yeah. Rob had met his partner 7 months earlier, but lived more than... So he was in a long-distance relationship, and during lockdown, he bought a sex doll.
I get it.
So he was in a relationship, which is that cheating? Might be cheating.
Depends.
It's life size. I feel like if it's life size, it's cheating. If it's a fleshlight size, you're fine.
I mean, yeah, it's whatever.
If it's got a face, it's cheating, I feel like.
If it has a face.
A face and a name.
A face and a name.
And you chose the name, those are some red flags.
What about the torso? You've seen the torso, right?
If it's just the torso?
Yeah. Because there's types.
I don't know, because that's weird.
Yeah, no, that's not the question.
Only if you're getting.
Of course, it's weird.
Only if you're getting pleasure from one part, more than one part at a time. So if you're doing it and you're like looking at the chest for motivation, it's cheating.
Oh,
but if it's like a different rub down on the chest, it's a multi-angle sex toy.
Yeah,
you're good.
That's okay. That's probably the line then.
His partner eventually totally accepted the strange situation after realizing how important Karina was to him and how the doll helped his mental health. I feel like this is an argument for dating a liberal chick. You can gaslight them into thinking it's for mental health.
Yeah.
Like, this is for my mental health, babe. Like, listen. Look. Do you want to jerk me off every time I feel like?
I have PTSD and have to jerk off every 3.5 hours.
This is a tool. This is a tool for me. I have mental health issues.
Yeah.
Quarantine? Like everybody suffered. I feel like at that point he probably gave his girlfriend an ultimatum. It's me and the doll. Or neither of us.
Yeah.
Like how do you go from thinking it's creepy to thinking it's okay for mental health?
Because you love him and you accept him.
Yeah.
As a
if that's what you need, babe, in order to sex life is the most important thing to one's identity and to, a relationship. So if that's what you need, we can bring it in the bedroom. A full-size, human being-size sex doll. Yeah.
And then she'll go and preach that to her friends too. Like, at first I was really against it, But then once I realized my husband needed his emotional support sex doll.
This is the new butt stuff.
Yeah.
With your wife.
Yeah.
Like, it used to be, ooh, can I do butt stuff? Now it's, ooh, can I get a sex
Can
doll?
I get a silicone sex doll for $3,000?
Because the bust stuff is a given these days in society. Just in society.
Mandatory.
Yeah, the bust stuff's less special now in society. So you got to, up the ante.
A sex doll. Yeah, I think that's a crazy leap. But that's where we're at, and that's sad.
So $3,000 seems to be the going rate for these dolls. The guy whose wife died, less sex dolly. I will say that was a joke. Just settle down. But also, that's not a joke.
I mean, come on.
Let's see. These nights get lonely.
But also, can I buy?
Same price.
Can I buy one of his wife now?
Maybe. It seems like if you're gonna pay $3,000 for a life-size replica doll, you would. It's the same price to make it. It's the same price to make it so you're able to have sex with it.
Yeah.
Why would you do the version where you can't have sex with it? Just in case.
Yeah, why would you not put in the feature?
Like, maybe not right away.
Get the automatic windows.
Maybe 10 years.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe the 10 years your wife is just sitting there.
Yeah.
Solemnly staring. And then one night, you just look over and you're like, that's the most realistic looking doll I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And you want to, your body yearns for your dead wife.
Right.
Why not give yourself the opportunity for the same price?
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
There's actually a term for this, and it's agalmetophilia, which is a sexual attraction to a doll, statue, or mannequin.
Okay.
So there's enough people like this that they have a term for it.
Wow.
And I Googled just information about it. Because I like to know information about things that don't matter.
I was sent a pamphlet.
And this lady, actually, no, it's not a lady. And this account called Fine Love Dolls, so I'm assuming it's a manufacturer of these dolls, under what is behind the attraction for sex dolls, they put, a sex doll is a rather misleading term, and a lot of dolls owners are not actually engaging in sexual intercourse with their dolls. Sex dolls, often being looked down upon as simply perversion objects, is actually far from the truth and psychological benefits individuals find with them.
Whoa.
So
that's gaslighting.
A huge defense for sex dolls. But I think they're manufacturers, so it makes sense. But to say that they're not having sex with them is disingenuous.
Yeah, it's
like, you're not just, I don't have sex with it. Bull.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine, like, if you walked in to your buddies, and you'd have to be so retarded to believe that anyone would believe that you don't have sex with that thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I could walk into a house, there's a sex doll sitting on the side of the thing, and he just says, oh, that's a mannequin I use. I make clothes, and I needed something like as real to the real thing as possible. So I just use it for outfits that I make.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking he has sex with it.
Yeah.
Like,
of course,
he doesn't even have to say it. It just has to be there. And I'm thinking he has sex with it.
If you're going to have a doll, just be okay, whether you do or don't, be okay with the fact that we all think you're fucking it.
I understand the feeling to want to defend yourself. The problem is that nothing you could say would convince me.
How much money do you think you have to make to be able to have a sex doll and keep your girlfriend who previously didn't know about the sex doll?
Yeah.
Like, she didn't go into the relationship weird.
I think
you revealed how weird you were.
Yeah.
And she accepted it. How much do you make, sir?
She protested it and then accepted it.
Yes. She's like, fuck that, I'm out.
Yeah.
And she went home and was like, fuck, I don't want to pay all my bills.
Mental health, I guess, The other thing is, like, you store them in, like, a closet, probably.
Yeah, what are they?
Or under the bed, you just grab the ankles and
it just comes out, eyes open.
Yeah. That is disturbing.
Like, imagine pulling your wife out from under the bed
by your ankle.
And she looks like she's ready to go. Like your wife at her best, like with her best smile or whatever. Yeah. That's the face I could afford. Because, like, what if they have levels? And this is like the $3,000 level, but there's a guy who can only afford like $1,000. So his wife doesn't get to smile.
Yeah.
And she may or may not be within like 50 pounds of her real weight.
Yeah.
You get like a fatter or skinnier version.
Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, for this guy's dead wife, his deceased wife,
his corpse.
I would have, in her memory, I would have shaved a little bit off for her. Like, what was the reference? Did she leave him a reference?
Maybe he did. She does look younger.
Just brought the chin up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because if this was her dying wish that he needs to make a statue out of her, she had to have had like a reference image. Like, you make a statue out of me. Use the one from our son's wedding. I liked what I was wearing that day.
Oh, that's actually kind of sad when you put it like that. Because that makes me want to cry.
This is the same person who, if cloning for your wife was available, would do it. Would you? If it was available and it was like perfect, if she was on her deathbed and it was like a guarantee every time, like she's the same, she's on her deathbed, we just need to gather some cells.
No.
Your wife passes and then you turn and then she walks back out from behind a curtain and there she's alive again.
I couldn't think about the trauma you have, dude. You your wife died. You were there as she died.
Yeah, but she's still here.
No, she's back.
Yeah.
It's different.
And in a perfect
not still
recreation.
Here. I couldn't do Cap 2.0.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you want to explure your options again.
I would
See what happens when I go back.
We could be friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so funny. we remain friends.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm happy to see she's doing better.
Yeah,
but I fulfilled my till death do us part contract.
We did do it a couple times.
Yeah. I mean, I'll still hook up
consensually
with her whenever she wants.
When
like you're the one doing the favor.
Yeah,
whenever she wants, I'll hook up.
But I just wanted her to go live her life and find herself.
It's her second chance, really. It's her second chance at life. Yeah, I couldn't do it either. I wouldn't. I mean, unless she asked me to. But if she asked me to make a statue of her, I would probably politely decline.
Mm-hmm. Oh, babe. And then you could just go, shh.
Unless it was also a statue of me. If it's like both of us and I gotta like
how would you not laugh every day of your life?
Yeah, so that's how I would do it. And I wouldn't just have it sitting around the house. I'd just leave it at the graveyard or the cemetery. Just leave it as the headstone is a statue of you.
The fucking kills. Oh my god,
there's just always a person standing there above your grave. That's the future. Headstones are so old school. They make silicone perfect reproductions. I'm doing that. I think the headstone replacement is the future. I mean, obviously, eventually it's going to be like a solar-powered iPad with a slideshow of your life or something like that. I'm not going to be one of those people. Dude. I'm going to be a life-size statue painted color accurate, just standing over my grave. Maybe we'll be doing like a London Bridge over the grave, Yeah. Something. Make it like a gazebo.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to our next topic, which we don't talk much about the royal family.
Not enough.
The Harrys, the Megans of the world. The Markles, as I like to call them.
The Markle.
But Prince Harry just put out a book, and we have to review it.
Of course he did.
It's really the most beta book that you'll ever read based on the takeaways that I've been researching. One of the big takeaways, which this is dramatic, so brace yourself. Harry says William attacked him. You know, William, the other prince.
that the other prince attacked him.
Yeah. That's what
that he attacked him.
He says in the book, right?
Like every older brother since the dawn of fucking time attacked him.
That was my initial thoughts too. Oh, your brother and you. All right. So let me just read a little piece of this, right?
He better have a knife or something.
It's pretty pathetic. So the alleged scuffle took place after a conversation between the two siblings during which William, the heir to the British throne, called Meghan difficult, rude, abrasive, according to the book. The confrontation escalated until William, and this is quotes, grabbed me by the collar, ripping my necklace and knocked me to the floor. He writes, Harry alleges that William attacked him after leaving his elder brother water and an attempt to cool the heated verbal exchange. So he's constantly writing himself as the good guy. Like, I poured him some water. I said, bro, let's just talk about this man to man. Let's keep it cool, right?
Yeah.
That's his persona in this whole storytelling.
In the reality, he threw water on his brother and he got punched in the face.
Drink some water. Just drink the water. Drink the water. He's like trying to have a real conversation with him. Drink the water. I got you. Drink the water. You know, I could picture it. But in his version of the story, I was trying to cool us both down. I poured some water. He set down the water. So this is from the book. He set down the water, called me another name, then came at me. It all happened so fast, so very fast.
You poor thing.
He grabbed me by the collar, ripping my necklace, and he knocked me to the floor. I landed on the dog's bowl, which cracked under my back, the pieces cutting into me. I lay there for a moment, dazed, and then I got to my feet and I told him, get out.
I can't believe he said that.
So he attacked him, aka two brothers got into a slightly physical confrontation
where one got shoved really hard.
Yeah, literally you got pushed once and tripped over some furniture and fell into a dog bowl.
But the dog bowl cracked, dude.
Harry states in the book that William urged him to hit him back. He's like,
hit me, pussy. Hit me, pussy.
But he refused to do so.
That's where she has your fucking nuts, bro. She has you by the fucking balls. You're such a pussy. You couldn't even hit me. Hit me. Fucking hit me. That's what happened. Fucking hit me. You know she's a bitch.
Yeah.
She's a bitch, dude. Okay, there. I said it.
I've known you my whole life. Would I lie to you? You know?
Megan's a cunt. Fucking hit me.
They say that over there more liberally than we do.
Yeah. Fucking cunt.
I think it means something else. No, it doesn't. It's the same.
Nah, it's the same. Just like they're tougher.
Harry states in the but he refused to hit him back, right? So like he's painting himself still as the guy who poured the water. No, I won't. I'm not gonna hit you, man. I'm not. You know, like he's this nice guy. Yeah. So William left, but later returned, looking regretful, and apologizes. The most beta thing to write a book about.
That story was gripping.
And then a different article I read gave me a little more insight into this amazing feat.
Wow. This is amazingly boring. This is so crazy.
So William tried to gaslight Harry about the attack. And we're still calling it an attack at this point because it's been written in the book.
Someone needs to let go.
Harry says William returned shortly, looking regretful, apologized, and then William departed a second time and acted like nothing had happened. When William left again, his brother writes, he turned back and called, "You don't need to tell Meg about this. And then he goes, "You mean that you attacked me?"
You mean that you
And then he says, "I didn't attack you, Harold." Like, that's him gaslighting him. It's like, no, he didn't attack you. We all just read the account.
Yep.
He didn't attack you. But we're still calling it that. So, like, he's being dramatic. And then his brother's like, "Relax. I didn't attack you."
Yep.
And then Harry said he didn't immediately tell Meghan, but he did call his therapist.
Wow, how gay.
What a puss.
I saw this play out. I saw this play out in my kitchen today. I'm not even joking, with my 2 sons.
I can't tell my wife, but let me at least call my therapist.
Yeah, like Zion and Roma were playing soccer and it got into a whatever. Zion pushed him to the ground and he's like, "Sorry." And Roma was like, "Sorry for what? Beating me up?"
Yeah.
And Zion's like,
Exactly.
"Relax.
I didn't beat you up.
I didn't beat you up."
You fell on a dog bowl. You weren't attacked. But he says he called his therapist and he eventually told his wife what had happened when she noticed the scrapes and bruises on his back. He writes that she wasn't that surprised and wasn't all that angry, but was terribly sad.
That she married a pussy.
Like, oh, that whole situation, I'm not upset about it. I'm just sad. That's their whole, like, we haven't had a good opportunity to really talk bad about them, the Markles, because, like, but it is a sentiment that I hold, that anytime I hear them talk, I'm like, ha, ha, right? And so, like, this reaction, I'm not upset.
Mm-mm.
I'm not surprised, and I'm not angry. I'm just terribly sad. This whole, like, I'm just disappointed, better than you type of attitude they got, that defines their personality. And it defines why I hate them. Yeah. Because it's like, I'm better than you. I'm not angry. I don't get emotions like anger, even though you attacked my husband. Yeah. I'm just saddened that you would do that as a person. You know, like, it's the more, like, moral, like, judgmental type of position, and it's disgusting.
Yeah, and it's also funny that I wasn't that surprised. Like, right. Nothing bad.
Like, oh, William attacked you. How am I not surprised? He's violent after all.
Yeah, it's not like you just were like, "Oh, I don't have the emotion of anger and I don't have the surprise reaction, like, so I'm stoic and I'm virtuous." She has to announce that she doesn't have those things.
Exactly.
Or he has to announce that she said she didn't have those things.
Yeah.
Which makes it sound like that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
She was surprised and pissed.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but in order to make yourself look good, you say, "I'm not surprised. I'm not upset by this. I'm just saddened by it."
What's the virtuous? I'm saddened.
Because then you can feel more guilty for making me feel sad versus, like, offended, which is subjective, you know? Way more subjective, at least. And I told you, right? I told you that I had read all these articles about things from the book. Mm-hmm. And now that I've told you this story about the attack on Harry by his brother, I want to tell you how they try to paint him in this tough guy light, and how these two stories, in my opinion, conflict with each other. Okay?
Ooh.
So,
a perjury case here.
Did you know, and this is what they cover in the book, okay? They cover it in the book, so this is public, putting it out there knowledge. The same Harry who got attacked by his brother when he fell on a dog bowl and bruised and scraped his back. I don't know how that happened. Honestly, you fall on a dog bowl, you're not going to bruise and scrape your back.
Yeah. Unless you're making love to your brother.
That same Harry killed 25 people in Afghanistan.
All children. It was a daycare.
So, Prince Harry claims to have killed 25 people while serving with the British Army in Afghanistan, saying that in the heat of combat, he viewed his targets as chess pieces rather than people.
25 people.
He killed 25 people supposedly, and his brother shoving him into a dog bowl equals an attack. That saddened his wife. So do you believe it? Which one of those things is a lie?
Both. That's the number I would pick if I was gonna lie.
25 is so many.
I know, but he doesn't know that. He doesn't fucking know that. He's never fucking did a thing. Okay, 25.
And then the way they try to like validate it is by saying advancements of technology in the age of Apaches and laptops allowed Harry to say precisely how many enemy combatants I'd killed, adding that I felt it vital never to shy away from that number. So my number 25, it wasn't a number that gave me any satisfaction, but neither was it a number that made me feel ashamed. You get so much satisfaction from it, telling everyone you killed 25 people. That's the one thing in his life that he holds on to that makes him feel tough, so that the way he's getting emasculated by his wife, he can justify like
25.
I took 25 bodies, But
if that's how he is, that's fucking, he's a sociopath. Like, I know people who have been in war, they don't talk like that.
They don't name publicly the number of people they killed. They're
not like bad 25.
That's in bad taste. I feel like, even if you're a soldier, you don't come back and talk about how many people you murdered.
And 25 up top, bro.
Just because it's wartime doesn't mean you didn't just murder 25 people.
Yeah. Legal.
Harry also says he didn't think of those 25 people, 25 as people. You can't kill people if you think of them as people. You can't really harm people if you think of them as people. So, like, I wouldn't even harm a person if I think of them as a person.
I looked at them as dogs.
They were chess pieces removed from the board, bads taken away before they could kill the goods. I'd been trained to otherize them. Trained well, and on some level, I recognize this learned detachment as problematic, but I also saw it as an unavoidable part of soldiering.
Wow. Dude, read the last line.
The remarks have sparked criticism from some British security and military figures, and an angry rebuke from the Taliban.
From the Taliban.
Because that's who he killed, supposedly, or Taliban.
Yeah. Well, I think what happened was the Taliban got a hold of this story, and they were like, bullshit.
Yeah. The rebuke is just that it's a lie. It's not even like, why are you out there bragging about how many of us you killed?
Yeah, no, it's
like, nah, he didn't.
He
didn't. So, I mean, that's the part. Those are just a couple parts from the book, and both of those things seem to contradict themselves in my mind.
Mm-hmm. Princess Harry is definitely gonna have a sex doll of Meghan made when she passes away before him,
when she has her car accident,
when she has her helicopter ride.
Yeah, he's definitely the love doll. Maybe sometimes occasionally have sex with doll type of dude,
Yeah.
He's just so soft. That's why I don't buy that number. I feel like that number, the 25, they're just trying to make him feel like masculine. There's I saw an interview with him where he's like, what's one of your best memories? Oh, when we did that TikTok that went viral, and it's him in military, his military stuff with other dudes in the army, and they're fist pumping to some popular song, and that's his favorite memory or something. Anytime you hear them talk, it feels like they're constantly trying to sculpt a narrative in front of you, and it's not subtle at all, No,
but it is brave.
Every time. We'll make sure that it's brave, because then they can't question it.
Yeah.
They're going to question your bravery, You
don't think
I killed 25 people.
And one of my best memories, 17. Number 17 was my.
Yeah.
Like I slit his throat in a creek.
Yeah. He also, on an interview for this book, said that Meghan never called the royal family racist. We all remember it. It was this Mandela effect BS, like if she didn't say it directly, she hella implied it.
Yeah.
And that Oprah Winfrey thing talking about, was it because I'm brown? I'm because like she hella implied it.
I never called him racist.
And then in this interview, the guy's like, well, because she called your family racist. She never did. The press said she did, and they're the people who we should be mad at, because the press said that she said that the royal family is racist. What she actually said in context was they're kind of racist.
They're a little bit racist.
Yeah.
If you lie enough to try and get people to believe you, but you're off by just a little bit because maybe you've lived a life of absolute privilege,
yeah,
then people are gonna start calling bullshit. Like when you use a number like 25, the exact quarter amount of 100.
Yeah, exactly. Like if he just said 1 or 2, I might actually think that he killed
or like 7,
a single person over there. But because he said 25, I don't even think he got 1.
No, he should have got 2 more.
Yeah, like make it a number that's not easy to do math with.
Yeah.
What
if he found out that what happened was like one of Prince Harry's grenades fell off of his belt and he just got out of the room before the rest of his his platoon.
Yeah.
He was the 26th guy.
Like, we lost 25.
And then they're all dead.
He's like, we also lost 25 great British soldiers that day.
He's arguing with the accounts. It still counts.
Yeah,
it still counts.
It's on the laptop. We got freaking Apaches out here. We should know the exact number of people that were in that.
I have 25 kills.
That foxhole. Yeah,
count it. He comes back around after.
I know.
Count it. 25, bitch.
That justification that they give is just like. And the reason we know it's true is because in the age of laptops and Apaches, we can keep track of every one single person that another single person kills.
It's so fucking funny.
I doubt that's true. I doubt they send an army to face another army and they're like, counting how many kills. Like, nope, that one was on Rogers.
That was
Rogers. Mine. You assist.
Yeah,
you got the assist. You got the kill. Good job.
Yeah, the only like position in the army or military that I know of that does like keeps confirmed kills are the sharpshooters,
like assassins,
the snipers. Yeah,
because you kill them one at a time.
Yeah, even those guys, they'll have like not that many confirmed kills.
Yeah, not 25.
25 is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's fake.
It was an attack. Like, shut the fuck. You were in war and you say you killed. That's why I don't buy it, because you called your brother's thing an attack.
That's what I'm saying.
It's clear that you have a little bit of an issue deciphering like different levels of violence.
Exactly. And you're not triggered by... like if you were a real military dude who killed 25 people and you got pushed, you wouldn't be like, ow, the dog bowl.
It scratched my back. Megan, do I have scratches on my back?
Yeah, that really hurt. Yep. Well, go tell your wife about it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna tell her, but I'm gonna call my therapist. Like that's what he did. He called his therapist about it.
Yeah.
I just need to talk to you about my brother. He pushed me into a dog bowl.
He did it again.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
Can't put him anywhere.
So good luck to the Markles as you slowly, hopefully fade out of public, knowledge.
Yeah.
I would love that. I think we all would love that at this point.
I would love it.
And, long live the king, I guess.
This week's apology goes out to all those husbands out there who are buying dolls of their deceased wife to make love to. the reason for my apology obviously is, number one, I'm sorry for your loss. But number two, my real apology is because there are a lot of guys out there who now are also buying your wife's doll and they're not doing it for the same reasons as you're doing it. It's not all bad. It's not all bad, because when she was younger, she always wanted to be a model, and now she's model 13549 at the sex doll factory.